Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here, CCxRC, and we've got something going on weird with my feed here. There we go. It said that I just went to a blank screen and said there was something wrong with the app. But we're here, we're live, and we're going to be opening up this time for you guys to be able to show your stuff, talk about what you want to talk about. You're going to basically get to steer the conversation around RC tonight. I'll help try and kind of keep us going in a certain direction. But yeah, overall, the goal of this is to let you guys kind of come in and have a voice and show your stuff. So what I need to do is I need to go in and get a link for you guys, which I'm going to do right now. And as soon as this feed becomes live on my YouTube channel, I will post it there. So that's what we're going to do is I'm going to go over to the stream right now so they can monitor that. And it should have my live chat going so I can see what you guys are saying, who's joined in. I see that there are people here, and I will get to you here in just a second. So you guys will have to let me know if audio and everything are working all right for you. And yeah, let me know. This is not showing the video. I see you guys here on my my iPad. I see Bar Harbor Bashers in there. Alex Sprayman, what's going on? Roger Chevelle, RC King, Nick RC, Lovebug, Steve DeClark, the Tank RC. Hey, everybody. You guys got in here quick, like. So they say everything's working. I just need to get in here into my manager, and we'll get you guys this posted link. I thought I was going to be able to just, well, I thought I could just go into the live streaming part, which I normally go to, and I could hit that, but it's not letting me. So let me make sure I'm muted. And we're going to now go into the regular video on YouTube, and I'll post it. I'll be watching the video, the comments down here so that I can tuck this screen away and keep the live view going on here, as well as everything muted. Everything else on the computer muted, so that I'll be able to hear you guys when you come in here and talk. So give me a second here, and I'll get this all loaded up for you. All right, so this should be the link. We'll see if anybody can jump in on it. Cody Springs in here, RC Hobbies, Lightsabers, and Swago, I'll call you. Swago. Michael Montgomery, Bashing RC 24/7, James Price, DJ Plus, Earl's RC. Thank you, guys. Some of you had pointed out an issue I had with my video that I uploaded last night right before going to bed, and I woke up at 4:30 a.m. for whatever reason. I saw these alerts all popped up, and so quickly ran down and made the edit to the video. I must have hit like the W key, which would have then inserted that right into the middle of that clip on accident right before I hit the export. So I don't know what happened. But yeah. Earl RC is asking how everything's going. Everything's going well. I'm a little bit tired. I don't know if I'm under the weather or what, but I'm feeling a little bit drained. But I told you guys Monday or Tuesday at some point I would do a live stream. I'm non-committal about setting exact dates and times, even today saying 10-ish, because it's too hard for me to commit exactly what time with, you know, things going wrong or who knows what. And so I don't want you guys to expect something and not have it be here. And so I'd rather just kind of keep it a little bit vague as far as what is going on with the live stream. So I'm waiting to see if anybody can jump in, the link working or not. If anybody wants to jump in, I just posted it there. I will try it again using this link in case that didn't work. I know sometimes we get some issues with links working or not working. See if that works, if nothing else, if the other one wasn't working. Clive Wiseman's in here. RC King, do I have an 1/18th motor I don't need? I don't actually know if I have any 1/18th motors. Tank says it will not work. Somebody's here. I hear audio, so it worked for somebody. Only a half of a yay for Google, I think.
Second link worked.
Oh, the second link worked? So it's literally copying the URL from the top of the screen. You can hit the little add person button and grab that link. It doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense. I see Chevy Man's in here. Tank's in here. Tank is working.
Yeah, those links do work half the damn time. Half the damn time they don't.
It is so true.
They're kind of like a woman. You know what I mean? You give them in the right mood, massage it a little bit.
On your live screen, we only see you. We do not see what we're doing. Just letting you know.
What do you mean you don't see what you're doing?
On your live stream, we don't see the chat. We only see your face right now. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, when you switch back to the YouTube setting, you'll see that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I see it. Now
You're seeing both? Okay. So I took my son of a digger out, and I broke it already. So I'll probably be tonight doing some repairs on it as people talk and show or talk about what they've got going on.
The blue one you broke?
Yeah. I broke one of the trailing arms. Kind of a weird break. It just kind of snapped it off at one of the eyelets up at the skid plate where it mounts. A screw goes through it, and it just kind of snapped off there. It's weird. I must have just dragged that or caught that rear end weird on the landing and just pulled it off. So, all right. So a bunch more people coming in talking. RC King, what's the Hangout thing? So if you want to join in, like the other guys that have joined in here to the chat, basically it's Google Hangout. So if you have Google or through your YouTube here, whatever your account is, you can use that link. It'll ask you if you want to get on using Google Hangout to join in on the chat.
With that live, you can play just about any game you want. And buy them a free downloadable again, see.
So yeah, you just have to, if you're on your phone, you have to have the Google Hangout app on your phone or device. If you're on your computer, you just have to, it'll do it through the web browser. It may ask you to install a plugin, but if you're using Google Chrome, it should just work. Should. Tank, what do we say about that? It works half the time, right? So yeah, somebody's asking what did I do? I don't know. I actually did. I ran it 2 times. I'll be honest, because the first time it wasn't working right as far as the when I plugged everything back in, it was reversed the motor, and so all of my speed was in reverse. So I tried to just redo the calibration on it, and that didn't do anything. So I had to flip it back to just go in and flip the motor wires around until I finally got it so that it was reading it the way that it wanted to, which was really strange, that it wouldn't just reset the endpoints with this Castle Creations. But anyway, I got it working. That was after about 3 minutes running. That rear diff that I fixed on one of the videos here recently, that bevel gear I think is already shot. It's clicking like the other one. So I need to get the HD ones, but apparently this probably happens to a lot of people because guess what? All of the HD, everybody is sold out of it. You know, it's on back order. Every single iteration, there's 3 different ones. There's like the low gearing, the regular gearing that comes stock, and then there's like a speed gearing for those bevels. And they're all sold out by Axial, so you can't get the hardened HD ones. So I'm going to have to look at another company, I guess. But you just, you know, the potential for problems just goes up from there. So somebody's saying they see nothing but the CCxRC sign. I guess that's only him so far saying that. Everybody else says they're seeing it fine. So, but it's lively in there. Lots of people chatting already.
I think you can see the HPI or Hot Racing is doing a gear upgrade for that. And look at, there's a Robinson Racing. I've been using it for years from all my RC cars, from anything from bevel gears to pinions to all the slipper gears. Look at them.
I do use Robinson Racing ones. I haven't looked at the bevel gears yet, but I use them for spur gears all the time.
Yeah, before I was racing.
Okay. Looks like Tank might have slipped away. I saw RC Tanks and Trucks. Steve jumped in here. He's got an awesome build going on with his little WL Toys A969 or 59 or one of those little versions. They did an all metal version of it.
I don't know what you're talking about on that one. I may have an actual. I may have a original to me a Cloudbuster coming up for sale here in the next few months.
You might be selling one?
Yep.
Well, if I'm still in the market for one, I might be buying one.
Yeah, that's really like it.
I'm trying to show. That's really awful looking. I lost the.
Yeah, you're washed out.
Washed out. I was trying to show my cat's just like chilling out on here.
Yeah.
Just in my space. Here's somebody joining in. Who do we got? Somebody, Tank, was that you talking?
No, I muted my mic so I don't bother anybody. I was kind of making noise.
Okay. So Tank's working on something cool, a new project. It's just now muted 2 people. I don't know what's going on. It's showing 2 people got muted here. So, but yeah, Tank, do you want to show everybody what you're working on? Because it's really cool.
What I'm working on?
Yeah.
I'm working on an RC. That's nothing much.
Yeah, but it's not a typical RC. Those of us down here in the South don't see an RC like that very often.
What we have here is snow. So I've been installing a V-plow onto the truck. So, but my problem is I've got way too many channels on this truck. I'm already using 5.
What?
Hey. Oh, sorry. Somebody was talking on the phone.
What? Your iPad?
I got this truck. I'm running 5 channels already
on
it. My receiver on it is a 6 channel. So I needed 2 other channel. The winch brings the plow up and down. But I needed 2 channel for the V plow to actually make it work. So what I'm actually doing right now, I'm actually installing on the side some servo tester. These are analog servo tester. They work perfectly for analog. I do have digital servos. I did a little bit of research. They are a little bit glitchy, but that's because these modules are very cheap. They're about $5 each. So they're good to test your servos to see if it is working, if they're stripped, or actually just if they're working, and to actually find the center. But I'm actually just installing this just to adjust my plow for the V plow. So it won't be on the remote, but when I back up, I can adjust my plow and then go forward and do my driveway. Yeah, that won't happen. My driveway is very big, but have fun in the snow. These power pack are actually going to power the 2 servos for a little while. So that's basically what I'm working on.
Have you made any progress? I know you were having some small issues with it. Overall, it was working. Yeah,
well, that's the glitch thing I'm talking about. Is it does glitch? It does go like this, but once I start plowing, I don't care. This is just to make some videos or just to say, hey, look, I'm plowing with my RC. I'm not trying to win any awards with it. I did look on the market right now. There is some actually made for digital servos, but they're worth about $30 each. So like, I'm not going to buy 2 of them just to try it out.
Right.
We got about 5 weeks of winters left here. So for this winter, this is what's going to work. And right after that, maybe by next winter, I'll find a better solution. Or I'll buy my stick. I'll buy a stick remote control like the planes with 10 channels. And then I can actually put it on the plow or put it on a different truck that has less channels, because I have too many toys on here. I got my dig, I got my underglow, I got my my lights, my winch, steering, motor. There's 5 different things right now running on this, so it's just loaded. But once I'm done, it's going to be fun.
Well, I can't wait to see it run, that's for sure. I saw it when you were doing it on your channel a couple of nights ago for the first time. I don't think you were live, though, were we? Have you showed it on yours yet, live?
No, it was it wasn't live. It was just a offline. I think it was offline.
Okay.
Let me start the camera thing. Maybe I can put it on. Just hold on.
All right. I can show you guys what I did here while he's figuring that out. But basically, this arm is kind of busted right on out of here. And I couldn't tell what happened at first because it's just a thin hairline crack that just goes all the way through that arm. And so now I've just got to I'm getting ready to take it apart anyway because it's going to be a little bit loud. I did go ahead first of all and I taped the front, but you won't know that there were problems with that with just doing the top until the videos come out that I've shot with this. Somebody's asking about videos. I have done some videos with this already. I did one actually before I showed the truck, and so I'm going to release that even though it's kind of after the fact now. But I did realize right away that I needed something to keep it from rotating. And so now that this is on, it's perfect. Holds really tight. I use the mounts that are for the body posts, and I just put a washer, a big washer on the bottom of these long screws. And then I just put another piece of 2 pieces of styrene just to lift this up above the top of the heads there. And so there's one piece that kind of goes right there. This camera angle's not the best, but I need to go in and zip tie all of these springs down to the shock retainers on here because they're just kind of garbage as far as staying on. That's one thing I've noticed. I'm going to go through here and we'll hit some of the comments real quick. JJ says he's looking for a plow for his TRX4. Any ideas where I can get a good one? I don't know anything about the plows. Tank might be able to tell you more about that. I know that RC Overload, I just watched his video where his was on the bench, where they actually worked on a Red Cat 5th scale. But at the beginning, he was talking about some of the stuff going on with that. So they're talking about Steve's awesome build and what he's doing with it. So, hey, what's up? ShenRC says, and how soft are your tires? These tires are actually their soft mold on them. So I think they're I don't remember how they rate them, but these are their soft tires, mainly for dirt. I don't run them on road, which could be tricky since some of these races coming up are actually on road. It looks like at like Hobbytown in their parking lot. So FroZRC says it's slick. We need to get you to do a little racing. I'm supposed to go racing this Saturday, but it's supposed to also rain starting Saturday. 100% chance of rain all the way through like next Thursday. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to get runs in. So hopefully I'll be able to get this into a point of somewhat running before then to do some more tests with it. I did get in my black skid plate. So when I do take it apart, I'll install the black skid plate. I'm having some weird like noises from the rear gears here. It's like a rubbing sound. So I don't know what's going on with that. I did get in a little package from China that's going to have the final pieces that I need to finally get this axle together for the mud truck. And so this will be on the front of the mud truck looking awesome. This probably an aluminum, I think, axle. So I'm excited about that. I just got to find out where those four little pieces are. I kind of lost them already. Fro is asking, don't you all have an indoor track? We no longer have any indoor track. We had one at WRC World, but they shut down, sadly, back like September-ish. So our Hobbytown doesn't have an indoor track. Steve DeClark saying he just bought the Blue Jay Concept Firestorms. I think that's what these are. These have like a blue dot on them. So these, I think, are the blue dot. Of course, yeah. See right here. Right here, blue dot. Frozy says, check your shims for gear noise. Okay. So yeah, but this is clicking. So I'm gonna have to not only fix the gear noise, but maybe that's what's causing the problem is. But it was stock. I mean, I hadn't done anything to it, and it chewed up the first one a couple runs in, and then the second one, it didn't take long, and it was the second I got full power with it, I heard it clicking again. So just not built, which is crazy because the Wraith, those things handle some quite torque, right, Tank? People go brushless with those all the time. They must change out the bevel gears then. But this thing is looking sweet. I love the chassis. It actually, with these stock shocks, I love the way that it jumps and lands with this extra weight on these shocks. So I'm not sure that I'm going to change those out at all. I'm digging it. Shen saying the best bet is to run my slipper loose. I probably could stand to get in there and loosen it a little bit. That might be something I could do. So
Tony.
Yep. Go ahead, Tank.
If you want to put me presenting to
you again?
I can show it real quick.
Yeah.
Instead of showing the video, I'll just do it live. So basically, what I've done is I've used a power pack. The two servo tester are lit and are connected. I'll just move to my top cam. So now you have the we have the two plows there, so I can actually control it and see how they're twitchy right now. So I can make a V plow like this, or I can actually bring them in all the way. And I can actually make it on an angle, or if I want, I can bring it on the other angle. And then I can just make it just a V. But like you notice, it is a little twitchy right there if I leave it there, but I got to move it until I find the center of it, and then it sometimes stops. There it goes. Now it just stopped. It just takes a little while to get quiet, but it does stop.
Okay. Well, and then once you have load on it, it should be fine.
Yeah, once I have load on it, it might be, it might correct itself. But this is kind of cool. This is the aluminum plow they call Boss DTX. If you do a search on Boss DTX V plow, you'll notice a whole bunch of different ones of them. But these are the stickers that actually came with it. So, Rick's Plow Service. So it's basically cool. Rick's Plow Service. If you do a search, you'll find a bunch of them on Facebook. That's where he's most is on Facebook.
I like it.
It's different.
It looks really tough. I mean, that looks like that's a heavy piece right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heavy piece of aluminum, and there's.
So what did you do with the shocks then?
I actually put the Proline shocks in it, and I doubled up the shocks.
What do you mean you doubled up the shocks? The two shocks?
I doubled up the springs on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so what I did is there's the two-stage shocks. There's two-stage spring. There's a soft one and a hard one. And that shock also came with a long hard one. So I've taken the long hard one and the short hard one and actually put them on the same shock. So instead of having a hard and soft, I put the hard and hard, which made it longer, and it's a stiffer shock now. The coils are stiffer on there.
Gotcha.
Because putting thicker oil would have not have helped compression. Thicker oil will help on the bounce and not compression.
Right. It looks like you finally got it worked out. I remember that first time when you showed it, it was...
Yeah, it seems to be a little quieter today. I was wondering, like Dave from Radio Control Patrol says those servos are power hungry. They're happier when they work on 6 volts. I've read up a little bit on these servo testers. These actually pump out. You have 6 volts coming in. There's 4 AA's. There's 6 volts coming in, but it actually only pumps out 4 point whatever volts on the output. So I am running them on 4 volts. So that's why I was looking for those.
About that.
Hey?
So it's not super happy about that then, probably, those servos.
No, there's a couple issues about them that I don't like, but it's going to be good enough for having fun in the snow. So we're expecting some snow tomorrow. So I'm going to be bringing that outside and trying to make a video or two. I was having fun today with my camper outside in the snow.
Oh, cool. New run footage? I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the camper, the running?
No, in the snow? I saw the one where you're drifting.
Yeah, well, failed drifting because the front end is still friggin' light. I get no traction.
But you did another one?
Yes, today because last night I put a sound module. I picked up off on eBay. There's 2 speakers. There's a sound module for trucks. It was $30. So I said for $30 I'm going to try it instead of paying.
Not bad. $30?
Yeah.
Aren't they normally like 100? I've been looking at the ESS1 sound for this truck because I figure I've got a lot invested in it as it is. I might as well take it to the next level and make it rumble a bit. All right, we'll see it froze ZRC. So you got a $30 sound kit at your hobby shop? Tank?
No, it was actually on eBay.
Oh, okay.
I can.
Do you know who made it?
I'll find the name of it real quick.
Are the sounds upgradable?
It's not the greatest, but it was worth it. Hold on.
Well, the price isn't bad. It might be worth a try. I can always put it in something else if it doesn't give me the rumble I want for a monster truck.
For a monster truck, I think it would be it'd be good.
Oh yeah? Yeah. I thought I'd splash this one into my mud pit the other day too, which is something I'm trying to avoid with this.
This is the sound module.
Okay.
So if you look at that,
2 speaker.
Yeah, there's 2 speakers, and then you have the module itself, sticky tape, and a 2-way splitter. And you're looking at about US $22.92 US. And if you Google this RC truck part engine sound module, all the Chinese people, they call it a engine part sound module accelerator linkage set. There's 10 type of sound, but they're not that great. You get what you pay for. It is a to me it was $30 US Canadian, but for you guys it's under $25. You get what you pay for. It's not the best. If you go on my Facebook or my Instagram, the Tank Facebook, I did put a short little video there of it. And you'll see. Yeah, I did. I'm presenting my my screen.
So went into craziness there.
Hey.
All right.
That's called video feedback. Welcome to video
that's
feedback.
Awesome, actually. I just got my black skid plate out. So I'm just kind of...
Cool. Good time to change it since it's broken, since the link is broken.
Yeah. It's perfect timing that it all arrived when it did. And we'll get it worked up again here. So I have the SMT 10 Grave, or the Max D. I think I'm just going to steal a link off it for now.
Okay.
And that'll let me get it running again. And then from there, I'll just get another one and replace that one. And I should be okay. It's been a lot of fun actually to work on this thing. Sometimes I have different thoughts about working on cars. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to do it. But I've just been having a blast with this one. Even when I've had to redo things instead of getting frustrated with it. Even having to, one of the things I didn't mention in the video was I did have to tap out. I put this on my anvil, and I had to tap out these bottom pieces in order to fit this in here because it was just a little bit too tight, and you can't bend it like plastic to get stuff to fit in. And so I literally just took it in, tamped it a little bit, made some room, and now it should all just go in here like very easily. Should be an easy job for me to just kind of line it up here. And now I will say that having the tires on makes it harder.
Okay.
So we'll see how easy it is in the end. But I think if I can just get a few screws in and through, I should be able to hold it in place and then line it all up. But when I did it last time, I took the tires all off, and it made it real nice and easy to get it installed. Because, like I said, it's now able to just slide right up in here, and that makes it nice to work on because I'm not having to like kind of try and wedge things in. Yeah. But it's like I said, the weight of the chassis I thought made it actually handle great. I didn't really have much problem with it rolling because it's so wide, but it landed. Like I said, I just liked the way that it was landing. It just felt really good. I thought Buck's Unique Customs was going to come on here tonight as well. He was talking to me on Facebook a little bit before we started. Told him to come in and show some of his latest bodies that he's doing. He just got picked up by Proline as a driver, I think.
Cool.
As well, I saw on his Facebook page, so that's really cool. Has anybody seen the new eRevo video?
Yeah, and there's a bunch of new video, and Traxxas actually has a page on their Traxxas with a whole bunch of new pictures.
Yeah, it looked crazy to me. I mean, it looked just nuts. Very, very lively truck. It was just like going crazy, flipping and all the kind of stuff I love. It kind of reminded me of an Arma Outcast, funny enough. Don't know if they want the comparison drawn, but just the way that it was, you know, laying on its back and just whipping it around like they were.
Yeah.
Just looked very much like the Arma. All right, let's look at some of the comments here. Steve RC King says, Steve, why you got a hot voice, man? That is funny. He does have a cool voice. Especially to us Americans, we love those accents. It adds, you have instant credibility if you have an accent. We love it in documentaries, any of that stuff. Great for video people. I should get Steve to record voiceovers for me now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Hear that, Steve? Put him in the movies that I make. So, Tank, where did I put those screws? Okay. I'm using the wrong screws. Darn it. What's the next project you got after you do the snowplow? Are you going to try and avoid project? You seem like a project person to me, though, so that's kind of why I asked. You always have something in the hopper.
I'm trying to show something real quick because I wanted to get the video off my my phone to actually show you
the project.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the driving footage.
Yeah, the camper.
Uh-huh.
So if I go, yeah, just so people know, because some people don't know again, let me share my web page again. I'll have to do that quick.
Let me put you on presenting here again, Tank, since I'm being a little noisy.
Yeah, it's all good. So I saw this video about this guy building a caravan with a Renault 1.5 turbo engine. So if you guys actually Google that caravan with Renault engine, you'll actually hear the audio. Right now you won't. But this guy, it's crazy. It was funny how he did that. And I just found it so funny and so like out of usual. Like it was neat, and I'm all for that. So I actually build one of these in 1/10 scale, and that's what I'm trying to get the video right now to actually show you guys. But I wasn't quick enough when Tony started talking to me.
Oh, and I put you on presenting too. No pressure, Tank.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm looking for it right now, so it shouldn't be too long.
I'll hit some of the comments here.
Yeah.
While we do that, I think everybody's talking about Steve's sexy voice still. And I love it. Keep on him, guys. He can handle it. He's a good dude. RC King says it. He said it many times. You could probably say it one more time, RC King, if you want. We'll wait for it here in the comments. Roger Chevelle is asking, what tires are the best for a SMT 10, Tony? Well, that depends. If Proline or J Concepts wants to send me some free tires for my SMT 10s, I would say whichever one does that. Otherwise, I actually I say the J Concepts. I like them. I know a lot of people actually do run the Prolines. I have the Proline tires, but these J Concepts, one, they just look super scale. The Proline Destroyers are just really, really, really wide. So here are the Destroyer tires. I mean, they look good too, but they're just kind of crazy wide. I also like that the J Concepts, you can change the hexes, and so you can change the offset. It gives you all of the adapters to do it, whereas with the Proline, you have to know what offset you want when you buy the tires. Otherwise, you could get the wrong ones. But not the case with the J Concepts. Also, if you did like I did and you didn't blue Loctite your nuts on before you went out and did your first test, and you kind of let them get loosened and then rounded out those hexes, you could order replacements to repair it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. J Concepts has several different tire types for it as well. So they've got these, which are the Firestorm, which I like for the look. Again, for feeling scale. Some people do like the Clodbuster tires though too. So don't rule those out. What else? What are those ones over there? The Renegades? Is that what they are? Yeah, Renegade. Now those have a really aggressive tread in them, and those actually work really well. And they handle really well. Well, crud, this one is bent. So I must have folded this front. I collapsed this front one a little bit. This front arm. So that could pose a problem for me later. So it looks like I might need to get aluminum or titanium links for this. My only fear with doing that, though, is I don't want it to break the chassis. I'd rather replace these arms than break a weld that I won't know how to fix. Even though I did just get a welder. But the paint on it looks so good that I'd hate to have to sand it out in order to put new welds on. RC Tanks and Trucks says, yep, getting the desert truck for sure. I'm pretty sure he's talking about the Traxxas. So, yeah. Steve. RC King is telling Steve you should tell him bedtime stories. He'd sleep like a baby. Oh my gosh, you guys are cracking me up. Cracking me up. So, comment-wise, I see people are asking about cameras that Steve uses. He uses the Panasonic. I can show you because I've got mine sitting right here. This is what he uses. I taped off my logo, though. So, yeah. It's kind of like a DSLR, except that the lens doesn't remove. And it's got an electronic zoom. But it's crazy amount of zoom. It's a 25 to 400 millimeter zoom. So with a lot of cameras, you'd have to have 2 to 3 lenses to cover that kind of ground. This, when you're walking the trails, who wants to be carrying around big, heavy lenses? You do it all with one camera. So I have other cameras that have lenses and things that will do it, but I don't carry them with me because it's a pain. But that's just my take on it. A lot of people do like carrying all that stuff. I mean, RC Overloads just recently got a whole bunch of stuff for his with little sliders and all that, which I think is personally awesome. But I know the amount of extra work that creates for him, which is why I appreciate his videos so much. Thanks, Roger. He just says he signed up on Patreon. That's cool. I'm going to start doing some stuff there. In fact, the run footage of this is going to go up there first for a day before it goes to the channel. But I also have some giveaways I'm going to go over to and do over there as well. Start ramping up stuff. Most of the content will be the same. There'll be 1 or 2 videos a month that'll be specific to Patreons only. But I want to keep it so that, you know, for the most part, I don't want to be charging people to be watching videos and stuff like that. It's not necessary, which is why, again, I don't push it, and I don't, you know, if people want to give over there, that's their choice. But I've set up the tiers real low, and you can get involved for real low. It just says, hey, just throwing a little bit your way for you to know that I'm a faithful watcher, and so, you know, I'd want to be part of giveaways and stuff like that. But the stickers and stuff like that, I give away to most people for free. I haven't yet said no to anybody asking for stickers. CCxRC says loves his Canon SL2, but don't use it. Yeah, most of the RC action vids, honestly, guys, I use my iPhone. So that's even easier to carry, and I can selfie stick it and keep it moving. But yeah, it really comes down to what you want to do, how much time you want to put in, and yeah, I mean, for the people that want to go all out and carry that stuff, they definitely are going to have some sick looking videos. I'll say that much. Maybe now that I'm going full time with YouTube, I'll decide to do more along that lines. Tank, did you find your video? I'm just kind of filling the air while we're waiting for you.
Yeah, it's all ready to go.
You got it? All right, let's put you back on. Present.
So I put my camper. So let's see if this works now.
Lost your audio, I think.
The audio's not there? For the video?
Not for it. No. So narrate for us.
Well, I just turned it on, so there is an audio from the motor, which is sad that you can't hear it right now. But I could play the file off my phone and actually show you, but you actually see the benefit of the trailer and how it actually pops a wheelie. And I'll show you another one, which is...
what I love about this is it's just so different than anything else.
Yeah. So this is, I'm outside right now. And I'm just booting around outside. When I came outside, I kind of hit a bump and my bike fell off. I didn't notice. And the door closed on it and broke half the bike. The handlebars are broken, the pedals are crooked.
Oh no.
I have to get another one. So it's not the fastest thing, it's a 35 turn, and it's just a fun little thing to boot around. It's just to make people laugh and put a smile on people.
Well, definitely do
and
that.
That's my trailer.
You'll definitely get a smile on people's faces. It looks so good with the paint job on there now.
Yeah, I made it look old. I wasn't sure, but I just wanted to make it look old. It's my first time trying to make something look old, so I did do it not bad, but next time maybe I take my time a little bit more and try different ways. But my son, as soon as he saw it, he says, "That's a mistake, Daddy. That's a mistake. It shouldn't have done that." That was funny.
Yeah. Did he change his mind? Or
no, he's still every time he sees it, he shakes his head and he goes.
I understand.
But the next thing I'm working on is with Chris from GCM Racing. We're working on a project and making a special event vehicle with him.
Yeah. It'll make it look like that Traxxas TRX4 specialty unit vehicle.
It's going to be a Winnebago. It's going to be the Tonka Winnebago.
Oh, okay. Those are cool.
But we're converting it to a RC, which has been done before. But we're doing it with...
Does Medic have one?
Hey?
Medic has one, doesn't he?
I'm not sure if Medic has one. I know there's a guy in Alberta that does have one, which is Skeltown. They have one. It's all vinyl wrap, and we're going to do this thing. But one thing we're trying to do is I want to make it look more scale. In other words, it's going to be on loop, and it's going to be on coils. So it's going to be built like a real Winnebago, and not like most people do, is they have links, and they basically just put a SCX10 chassis underneath. But we're going to be using a C-Max. We're going to be putting a motor. It's going to have a 3D printed motor. The inside, when you're going to open up the inside, you can remove the hump over the motor, and you'll be able to see the motor from the inside, just like a real Winnebago would be. So we're building it to be scale. We're going to be putting kind of carpet inside. We're going to put some wallpaper. We're going to put little art, 3D stuff or printed, just like this little Jeep. We're probably going to paint this guy and just stick it onto the table, so people think it's like a remote control. We're going to take some 3D printed items and put them on there.
Cool. That'll be a neat thing to see.
Yeah. Chris said not to be too in a rush to build it because he's got a lot of projects on the go. So I'm in no rush. It's going to be a fun little project.
So what does he want for? I saw somebody posted something hilarious up on there that trailer park thing. Bar Harbor Basher said, where'd it go? Axial Fest 2019 trailer park theme.
Yeah.
He's asking what camera we were talking about. We were talking about the Panasonic FZ1000 camera, which is just a simple. They call it a bridge camera. It's kind of. It looks like a.
Take me off presenting.
Oh yeah. Let me maybe I'll present me for a second and switch my camera back. See what's going on over here. All right. So it's this camera here. I fear this light might be better. Panasonic FZ1000. This is not come with it, but this is my wireless mic set. So yeah, it looks like a DSLR, but the camera doesn't come off, but it's 25 to 400 millimeters as far as the focal length of the lens. So it's a kind of a dual kind of a camera. It doesn't do it quite as well.
400.
The what?
Especially when you zoom up to 400, that's pretty good. Mine is up to 200, I think.
Up to 200?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them, you know, the optical zoom isn't very high on a lot of cameras, where this really, they really stick it out there pretty far. So most cameras, if you get one, like if you buy your original Canon or Nikon DSLR at Best Buy, not their high-end ones, you're going to get 18 to 55 millimeter is the focal range of that lens. Now you've got crop factors and things to deal with, which is a 1.6 on a Canon. So you're more like shooting a 24 to 85-ish range with the crop factor of that taken into account. So yeah. People are asking, talking about Kevin Talbot's channel. That guy's hilarious. I love watching his videos. So much energy. Need to quote Adam Sandler here about, don't you want to go in your hole? Shen says he has a 55 to 250 millimeter STM. It's nice. Those are nice. Yeah, you can get a kit. A lot of times they'll sell you in order to give you basically that 18 to 200 range, which again, that 200 is closer to 300 by the time you put that. Might even be 320 by the time you put in the crop factor. So, but that's just something to think about. But again, when I'm out bashing, I like to be closer to the cars, so I'm staying wide anyway. And so when I go up to the BMX trails, I'm almost always shooting on my iPhone. And even if I bring my big camera, I'm running my iPhone anyway as well because of the slow motion. I'll run slow-mo on the iPhone and do it with the selfie stick. Will I be filming? Roger Chevelle says, will I be filming the No Limit race with the son of a digger? I will be. Hopefully, I'll be able to get somebody to film for me. Otherwise, I'll be standing behind the driver's stand holding a selfie stick with my iPhone on it. Doing my typical driving. Gives you a little bit of a disadvantage driving with a selfie stick. But I've done it enough that it almost feels weird not having the selfie stick. I'll be honest. It's kind of weird when I'm up there driving without it because I'm almost always driving with it in my hand. DJ Plus asking about DHK vehicles. I like either. I tell people I like the Zombie. What I like about it is that it only takes one battery. However, you could cut your leads off the Maximus, and you could convert that to one single battery as well. So that's not really a super selling point to me. They're pretty much very equal across the board. However, with the fin and things on the Zombie, it's just a little bit tougher body. I'm looking for my wrench for my tire. Go here and check out the comments again. Roger, are you local? You're asking about the No Limits thing. I'm also trying to get to you guys. I just was talking with my wife about trying to get out to the I think it's RC Showdown or Showtime up in I should know the name. I think it's Showtime races events that they do that are going to happen in Richmond in April, the 13th and 14th, I believe. Or no, 14th, 15th.
Tony, did you see the Beefy Tube on Instagram? He actually posted a slaughter station, he calls it.
Who did that?
It's like a multi-arm thing to help you solder, almost like the one that you got from the other guys there. So it's kind of cool.
I'm presenting. Let me turn it off.
So it's kind of cool, and it's like a multi-arm thing, just like the one you got.
Yep. Beef Tubes is selling now?
Yeah, well, it looks like he wants to start selling it, so he's asking people if there's a chance you'll use it if he sells it.
Somebody must be making them really cheap that they can get them, or he's going to be making the wood part himself, or metal. Maybe he'll make it out of metal.
It is metal on the bottom. It looks like metal.
So he's taking the design up a notch. Mine's wood.
Okay.
Which I think would be nice to have a metal one. There, we're back up and running. That's nice. Now I just have another one that's down and out until I get a replacement.
So
I don't know that I want to go metal with these. I don't know what you guys think. I'm just worried about bending and breaking. Yeah,
because your cage is more heavy. Everything you have on it is more heavy now.
Okay, but I'm just worried about it breaking off something on the cage. But I probably have to.
I don't think you have to worry about breaking the cage.
Yeah, I shouldn't worry about it. I just haven't run one. I mean, it's built so well. Other than me hammering on it and maybe weakening something. But I think it should be good. Yeah, and this tray here worked out awesome for the batteries. I almost didn't even need the outer Velcro straps. I might only run one of them so that because if it's Velcroed down as well, and these are kind of a pain to get in and undo, I might just run the one to strap it down and then have it taped in. But here I can show it again. It's probably going to be blown out again. Oh, it's not blown out again. It's dark. Yeah, so I might just use this one back strap and not use this one, since I do have Velcro down in as well to stick to. But got our black.
It's nice having a cage, but it does get in the way a little bit, eh?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not too bad. I gotta make sure I put these in the right way. I don't remember which order they were. I guess if it's backwards, I just switch them.
So how far did you get, or how many jumps did you do before you broke it?
How many jumps? Probably probably 100 jumps.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I came up with that wheel pulled out. One I ran a whole battery pack through, and then I ran 2 batteries. So, and it's just, you know, back to back to back jumping the whole time in my backyard. So
Well, that black plate looks better in it than the green one.
oh, it looks real good in there, yeah. I just need to either de-anodize the front ones, which I paid for. I'd rather not. I'd rather just buy black ones.
Yeah.
For the front. So that'll probably be my next purchase. They're not that expensive, the hot racing ones, I don't think. They're like online or $20 or so. I say not that expensive. That's still kind of expensive, but it was going to cost me $40 to get these links again because you have to buy a whole kit. So, yeah, it would have been cheaper to buy the aluminum ones.
Hey, Chevy man, what are you up to? You've been quiet for a bit. Not sure if he's still there.
He was on a phone call for a minute.
That's true. Wonder what he's working on. What else are you guys working on in the chat there? Post what you're working on in the chat. Let us know.
There's quite a bit of chat still going here. Most of them are razzing each other, huh?
Yeah, I know. Talking about getting job offers. So RC King is working on his low Z mini crawler.
Oh, that's cool.
Need a 1/18 motor. Can't help you with that one. All my stuff is pretty big.
Trying to think of what is the 1/18 scale size.
340 motor? No, even smaller than that.
I mean, all I've got are these little, they're considered 1/16, right? The WL toys.
Some of them are, yeah.
Trying to think of what's a 1/18.
The Mini 8 would be
like
a
the
1/18.
Mirage. What is it, Tank?
The Mini 8, the low C Mini 8.
Those are 18 scale?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a smaller motor on that.
I might have one of those. Let me see what I got right over here. I've got a few in here. I'm redoing all of my work area up here. So I've been moving things all around. Got a few motors in here.
I bet you a lot of guys would love to go through that box.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, there's just random bits and pieces. So these are the parts I was talking about with the J Concepts, the different size offset. So I saved them all in case I had other things to put them on. Yes. And it also saved all the inserts. I did not put those on because, well, I wanted easier access to everything in there. So I did not want to close off. Oh, some of them are open. I should have done the open ones. Oh, well. Maybe I'll do that. But the motors are going to be, if I have it down here, I think I have a small motor. I have this mini T motor here.
That's a brushed one.
Yeah. Is he looking for brushless?
I don't know if he is.
Steve, who'd the Lions get? I missed it. Is he the defensive guy from the Patriots? Yeah, sound like somebody they're talking about the Super Bowl.
380 or 390 is usually 118 size. Or more.
Yeah, I'm terrible with those number things. I'll be honest.
It should be written on your bag somewhere.
RC King, this says LOSB 1089. You can search that and see if that's the size you need. If that motor will work, let me know. Other than that, it's got like Terra Claws in here. I think I actually fried this one. It got so warm it melted the plastic around the outside of it for the stickers.
You're a beast.
So I don't remember what that was that did it, but that was a nice Novak motor. Somebody that knows what they're doing better than me would probably be able to fix it. It's a 55 Novak. Got this Novak system here too. Be a great. These are great little crawler ones. Wait.
King is saying, "Can I see the motor up close, like the shaft side?"
This is an Eiger. This is brushless or brushed?
No, Eiger. That might be brushless.
I thought I only ran it brushed, though.
No, you can. A lot of their product you can run brushed or brushless on them.
Yeah, but I've seen it has 3 plugs. I think I only ran 2.
Yeah, you don't plug the center one.
Right. So I did blue and orange. Wow, I didn't know I had that sitting in there. That's good to know. I'll hold that up again here. It's a small little shaft in there. It's tiny. I'm trying to find a way to hold it with the light. Here, maybe
be hard to see.
Just poke it through here. So it looks ribbed. It looks like it's got a little bit of ribbing on that shaft there.
Yeah, he says, yep, that's the motor he needs.
All right. I'll keep it out. I'll send it to you. Just got to Facebook message me your address. Here's some shims and stuff. This is the stuff I was talking about, Tim, Tank, that I was nickel and diming myself with these screws.
Yes.
$250. Look at all these bags of them I was buying. Half the time they were the same ones over and over. M2 6x8. There's 2 of the same ones. $7 on those screws.
Yeah, you're better off buying a screw kit.
Just cap heads. I should put those just in my little axial thing. Just keep them all in there. They're all close enough in size that you can just look at the threading and tell.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense for me to keep them all in bags in here. Keep my little bin going. But yeah, just rod ends like crazy. Nuts. Flange lock nuts for M3s. Rare earth magnets when I accidentally bought these really tiny ones. I don't know why I did that. Servos. It's going to help, though, whenever I have the little builds and stuff, just grabbing, you know, brush servos or ESCs and all that. WP 1040 waterproof. It's my quick going out, grab this toolbox thing. So I got this out for you, RC King. All right, so well, that's it, guys. It's been over an hour. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up here. And the people that are still on the call, we can stay on if you want to stay on and chat some more just about RC and stuff in general, but no reason to keep this thing going live. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. Love hanging out with you guys, hearing what's going on. And if you want to do these hangouts more often, let me know. We want to definitely get people involved. Is there a way that I can make it so that more of you want to tune in, that you're in a place? Do I need to give you that heads up a couple days in advance, or let me know? So RC King, again, either PM me on Instagram or over on Facebook, and we'll get that squared away for you guys. So, all right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Have fun, RC. We'll catch you next time.